All right, y'all. Welcome back to another video. This is Real Reflex. I'm Kyle,
Chris.
And I'm Sam.
and today we are going to be reviewing the second episode of the Penguin series. This series, for me, just keeps getting better and better. I really enjoyed this episode. I actually enjoyed this episode more than the first one, but we're gonna get into that. With the whole storyline of the plot of this, how did you guys feel about the episode, like pacing and all that?
I think the pacing was cool. I like how we got to see more of Sophia's side a little bit in this. You know how like mentally crazy she is, and like how much she cared for her brother.
Yeah.
How people look at her, even though she is like crazy though, but because she killed 7 people, but like people still look at her like, you know, like she shouldn't even be on the streets walking. Like she should still be locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like how we get to see from more her aspect of the episode.
And what I like about this episode is that the stakes are getting higher. There's a lot on the line, especially on Oswald's part, because the minute this thing goes south, he's dead. No, there's no surviving in this, because once they find out that this was his plan all along, yeah, he's a goner for sure. But yeah, I like what you said about Sophia. Sophia's, you definitely seen Sophia's mental illness that's been going on throughout this episode, and how she is, cooperating with everything around her, and how she's also treating herself in certain situations. She sleeps in the closet.
Yeah,
That's dope. That part right there kind of caught me up. I was like, why is she sleeping in the closet? Maybe to feel that comfort.
like what Arkham felt like.
Yeah,
like dark and
yeah. I think that's what I'm getting from that. That's the reason why she sleeps in the closet. But
yeah. I like in the Batman universe how they really humanize their characters in a way, because like even with her as a psychotic character, we can still feel her embarrassment, her feel the need to like fit in, but she can't, and that's like something that we all went through at one point of our lives. And also the internal motivations for Oz at home, with him trying to prove to his parents, that he's something and he's somebody.
Yeah.
I think like the humanization of the characters is really what makes this whole universe different from a lot of the comics that I see in comic stuff. But yeah.
I can agree with that, especially with going back to Oswald, with his mom. She said to him, well, as she said his name, and he said, "Yeah, I know, Mom. I won't disappoint you." So, like, in a way, they're both trying to prove something. Oswald's trying to prove that he's something. He's trying to prove that he could be a mob boss, be someone of exactly respected and things like that. I really like how this whole episode feels very mob-like, very mobster-like. It felt very mafia-like is what I'm trying to get at. And I really like that.
I mean, it is at a sense.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it is.
Yeah, so like we can get it. I guess we can go through the episode. So I guess the episode kind of starts out like Penguin visits Maroni in jail, and they set up a little plan so the Maroni's people can get the drop on a certain route, and that goes to plan. And what else happened throughout that? They somebody from the route got kidnapped from the hospital because one of them survived.
One of Maroni's.
One of Maroni's men survived, and Sophia had him trapped in the basement. And so Penguin had to be, a plan had to take place.
So he had to do what he had to do, because if that man talks, and knowing what kind of torture they're gonna do to that man if he talks, this whole thing goes south. So
my thing is like this though, like, Penguin told him to say Johnny V, even though like the jewels didn't get planted in the car, right? So well, I feel like he could have still kept him alive. He would have said Johnny V though. Like that would have been cool though, because he still had the evidence of the folder, you know, because Johnny V sleeping with Luca's wife. Luca is Falcone's brother, and so Johnny V was sleeping with his wife. I feel like because I don't know. I just feel like he could have at least got away with it, just keeping him alive a little bit. Because I don't know. I just feel like he didn't have to kill him. Because he's gonna say Johnny V's name. He has the evidence that Johnny V is already turning on Luca. So it's like, I mean, it could have worked. So I don't know.
I don't know. That's a interesting. I don't know.
I disagree because like it is no telling what he would have been saying. Like if the more he got tortured, like they would have been asking him like all kinds of stuff, and I think it would have been eventually would have led back to Oz.
They probably would have killed him anyway.
Yeah.
The dude that was.
Yeah, they're gonna kill him. There's no way he's gonna get out of that situation. But like, I like Penguin's adaptability. He's really smart, man. He's really on top of his things. Like he has a knack for getting out of terrible situations, and I think that's like the special thing that they're trying to like drive home, how he's gonna get to the top. It's like these slim chances he has like that it factor to get himself out. And a lot of people, you see from the other characters, they don't have that. You know, that's gonna be the difference.
I thought he was gonna plant the knife on Johnny and put it on Sophia's. Yeah, that was nice.
I thought the same thing too. I thought he was gonna plant the knife on Johnny, but he didn't do it. Once I saw that, I was like, wait, what
it made sense though, because the Sophia's bodyguard was at the scene of the route that got hijacked, so it made sense that why he would want to kill him. So these writers are smart, bro.
Yeah,
they smart.
Yeah. These writers are. I agree. The writing is done very well so far, and yeah, I'm very intrigued to see how things gonna go with this.
So I always like to give a shout out to like just the writers with the dialogue. I just think I'm not bored in any scene.
Yeah,
I just really feel like every scene is important, and there's a lot of shows I don't feel like that. But yeah. But anyways, get into like the end of the episode. We see that Sophia gets basically pushed out of the family business, and she's not gonna have it. So, you know, she's gonna go out on her own, try to build an empire, try to take down her own family that didn't respect her brother. So it's gonna be interesting. The Oz and Sophia team up, because Sophia's not dumb, and Oz is playing a tricky game because she's really playing three sides at this point with Maroni, Carmel and Falcone, and then Sophia is trying to go out on her own. So like it's gonna be messy. It's gonna keep getting messy for him.
It really is, because this can explode, and not sure how he gonna handle it. Even though yes, certain situation he has, he can get himself out of it. But yeah, there's either I feel like from here on out, there's gonna be a lot of blood spill. From here on out, a lot of either Sophia. I think from Sophia now, I think she's gonna be on a killing spree, because towards the end of that, she was very happy to let loose.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically what I got from that. She's like, hey.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the worst of her yet.
Yeah,
so.
We ain't really seen nothing yet. Honestly, she ain't killed nobody in the series.
Not right. Especially with the whole bodyguard scene. Like she wanted to kill him, but they didn't give her the gun, and then I was like, damn, shorty, she really wanted to. Yeah, I like how they opened the scene too, when especially on Sophia's side, what her brother meant to her, how losing that someone that is very close to you, and how it affected her, especially now. Like I feel like that's the only person that was kind of keeping her whole. Now that he's gone, yeah, shorty's gonna go crazy.
Do we feel for Sophia a little bit?
I was gonna say,
because like that scene where her friend was trying to act cool. She seemed it was her cousin. Yeah, she seemed nice at first, but then as soon as her daughter came, she got
true intentions came out.
Yeah. So do we feel for Sophia a little bit?
I just think that this is why this series is so good, is that like these are terrible people, everybody here.
Yeah.
But Sophia, like I like how they showed throughout the series. I mean, this episode of her feelings towards her brother and her family side really not caring about it. And I think that's why, and it kind of just grew throughout the whole thing. And then I think with Luca killing Castillo, her bodyguard, I think that kind of like ignited the fire too, because she didn't get the chance, because she was the only one that really cared, and you know, so like I think that really is gonna drive that force that like, okay, I'm gonna have to go out on my own and rip my family name because they're not doing it right. But yeah, I think I don't like Sophia, but I don't know who to like. I don't know who to like.
I don't
necessarily-
dislike her.
I don't dislike her. I think her character is interesting. I don't necessarily like. She hasn't done anything for me to like hate her as a character. I just think like she's a very odd one. She's the odd one out for sure. But I don't necessarily hate her. I think
We just want Penguin to win.
yeah, exactly. But at the same time, I feel like she adds a little something to the plot. You know what I mean? She adds a little more fire to what's going down. And if Sophia finds out, yo, yeah, it's gonna be crazy for sure. So
I was gonna ask like, so there's been bodies dropped, so like,
yeah,
we're gonna continue. So like, what deaths do you like predict is gonna happen next
episode.
or?
I don't know. It's tough to say. I wouldn't expect some of the main characters to drop already yet. Especially Johnny. I don't think Johnny's gonna go out yet. Not yet. I would say.
I don't know, because I feel like if Penguin gives Sophia that file, Johnny gone, bro. Like, I don't. So
No, he give the file to what's her name?
The Maronis.
The Maronis.
didn't they give it back to him though?
Nah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Well, we don't know who has it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. But
So,
I don't know, man. My thing is like, is Sophia going to take down her own family?
But she's gonna try to take control.
Okay. I just want to that scene. I just want to get into the scene where Penguin was digging the bodies for the people that died, and that was probably like that scene of Penguin with the cigar and like squinting the eyes reminded me of Arkham Asylum, the Batman game.
yeah.
He looked just like the Penguin. I was like, okay, that's Penguin, bro. I look just like him, bro. I don't know. That scene was good though, because he's like, Penguin is still. He's trying to teach Vic like, you can't be messing around. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. So
Yeah.
I love that scene a lot.
Yeah. Like, this is a cutthroat world. The minute you don't step up, if you don't do what you gotta do, you're basically you will end up in that grave. And it's basically I like it in a way where he's telling him that survival of the fittest, really, because I feel like we can see it in like with the Penguin. I feel like him as a person, the way he looks, how he walks. I feel like if Penguin wasn't someone that adapts to his area, he would have been dead long time ago.
Yeah.
But he adapted. He changed. He had to do that for him to survive, for him to be where he's at. And I think that's what he's trying to teach. Him to him and kind of like he has. Well, Penguin don't see it as his a disability, but other people see it like that, but he doesn't. And I like that about him too. Versus the other guy, well, he's like, yo, we know you have a struggle, but you gotta adapt. So, and I like that. And I like that kind of bond that they're kind of growing towards each other.
I like Vic and the Penguin relationship as well, because Penguin said something very interesting. He was like, I thought I saw something different in you. Like, are you gonna prove me wrong? So I'm kind of thinking like, obviously we don't know everything about Vic at this point, but we know that something's going on with family life and his past and stuff. We're gonna probably get into the next few episodes, but I just feel like Vic's not gonna be cut out for it, and that's gonna be the reason he dies. He's gonna show up in some instances, but he's really not all in. as much as Penguin is, because Penguin would do anything to get what he wants. But I'm
Right.
not sure
Right.
if Vic's on the same type of timing, you know. So like,
Wait, so are you hinting Vic is gonna die?
yeah, I think Vic's gonna die.
Okay.
I think it makes sense. I think it's gonna be the thing that like really turns, because Penguin has to lose something to get to the top. I feel like, whether that be his mom, whether that be Vic.
Dang,
You know?
you think Penguin would throw Vic under the bus?
Not like that. I'm just saying, like, I
okay.
just think it's gonna come to a cost, you know, and that's gonna be like when the next movie we're gonna see Penguin like cold-hearted and stuff. And I think that's where like maybe Vic, that maybe because of Vic's death, that's probably why we can see more of a angry Penguin that he kind of like transforms into. That's what I think.
I would
That's just
say,
my prediction, but
I would say if his mother died, that's when I would think Penguin would go straight cold-hearted. I don't think Vic. I mean, Vic. Yeah, he means something to him, something to Penguin, but I don't think it would push him to that edge yet. But if it's his mother, then yes. Then I would be like, yeah, that for sure would push him to the edge, push him over the edge, and he would turn cold for sure. Because that's the last person that you see. Like when Penguin walks through that door, through that house, he's a completely different person. He's very soft-spoken, especially towards his mother and everything like that. He's very soft. He's very.
but that's also why like I feel like nobody else has seen that but Vic, which is why I'm like, I don't know if Vic makes it out. Like I don't know if he makes it out, because like they're gonna keep growing this bond and stuff, and you know Penguin only tells him certain stuff.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, is this not gonna happen? I don't know.
I think they both get done
Who?
by then.
The mom?
The mom.
The mom and Vic.
You want to see Penguin make that like cold-blooded change?
Yeah.
And we know he is like, yeah. I think they both get done by the end of the season.
I say his mother. Not
Vic's
Vic.
not Vic?
Yeah, I think Vic. I think Vic gonna stick around. I think Vic might stick
Yeah,
around.
I'm like more confident his mom would die.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's I would say that's my prediction. Yeah.
All right, man. Let's rate this episode. What's it gonna be?
Starting. I like this one. This one was good. This one's very, very intense. Very. Stakes are high, and I honestly was not, like Kyle said, I was not bored at all throughout this whole episode. It's very intense. I love the dialogue, interaction. But I'm gonna give it a 9.5. Honestly,
What did you get first episode?
8.5. Yeah. 8.5, sure.
Who you laughing at?
Right, bro. What are we basing this
You know,
off of?
staying out of the same logic I had last episode,
You know.
I'm gonna give it a 9. I think this is really good. I liked it better than the first one, which is why I'm leaving the room again. Because I think it's gonna keep going up and up and up. So like I don't think we've seen the best episode yet, but this is an amazing episode. This is much better, not much better than the first episode, but like a step better than the first episode, I think. And I think I was more invested within like the different family groups and dialogue and just the aesthetic of the show, and me caring about Penguin is just like, I think it makes it an overall great show right now, and I hope they keep it.
Go ahead, man.
All right. I don't. You know, I go off. This is my logic. I'm going off every episode of how I feel, how I see it. So I will give this on a feeling base. I still think the first episode was a little better, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a good start. It's like, don't get me wrong, this episode is amazing in my eyes.
Right.
The first episode just felt a little better to me. But I would give this episode a 9.8.
Okay, we're going down. All right.
The first episode was a 10, and this is a 9.8. All these, dude, don't get me wrong, these episodes are amazing.
But like, why is it going down?
Right.
I don't understand why.
I just feel like the episode was the first episode was just a little bit more, you know. It was like,
I feel like a lot more happened in this episode versus
really?
last episode. Yes.
No. Let's get hold up. First episode had a lot in it. He met Vic. They had to transport the body. He did that. Sophia. That had a lot of information.
And what about this one?
This one?
There's a lot more action in this one.
What
What are you talking about?
There was a lot more action in the first one. Don't do that.
Are you serious?
There was a lot more action in the first one. In the first one,
There's equal action.
Bro, there was a whole.
okay, but look, the basis of this episode was a route. It got hijacked. You know, it was a simple. It was straightforward. It was.
But
The whole setup-
even then with like Castillo, like at the beginning of the episode, his writing's so good. He's like, I got your back, like, and then he ended up dying and turning him at the end. So I was just like, this whole thing, the way it was formatted, was just so good to me.
Maybe
Right.
did Castillo know that I was gonna get hijacked? First of all,
No, he didn't.
okay, right? What do you mean he got your back? Like, what are you talking about?
Because Penguin at the beginning of the episode said, "I got your back." So because he needed to keep someone alive to, like, you know, he was in the bargain. Because if
Yes.
it was just him, then he would look bad.
Right.
But like him making Castillo like the cop out guy was like the perfect, you know, thing to do. You
Mhm.
know, so I just feel like this whole episode was just
So-
written so well.
So y'all thought this one was better than the first one?
Yes.
I think I liked it
By a lot,
I liked
like-
it. No, because I rated episode 1 8.5 and this one's a 9. So like I just think it's a little bit better than the first one, but they're both great in my opinion.
They're both amazing. Both amazing
They're both-
episodes.
They're both great.
I just enjoyed the first one a little bit more. But that's
You
not
know,
an
it's-
issue, right? That's not an
It's
issue.
preference, I guess.
I
It's
guess.
It's
preference.
not an issue.
Yeah, that's right.
I just think like it's preference. I'll just leave it.
Yeah.
Let's leave
Don't
it.
get me wrong. I said a 9.8. Like, that's still not high. Like,
I just don't know why it's not a 10.
Right.
Based on your logic. I don't
Exactly.
know.
Last one you said 10. This one you said.
I said Philly. I'm going off Philly.
All right, that's where we're going to end the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you guys think of the series in the comments. You know, like, repost, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.